Hey, hello, my lovely friend. How are you doing today? This is day number 33. So, welcome back. Let's find out what we're going to be doing today. I want to let you know that yesterday I had a meeting. I just met up with a newly met acquaintance of mine, and then we went to a Mediterranean food store. They sold some nice, yummy veggie wraps, and there was a wonderful quote that actually I just had to laugh. And it said, because it matches what we're talking about here right now, and it said or says, "Follow your heart. It is the only compass that you need." Love it. Don't you love it too? Yeah, see, even the sky is really, really excited about it. All the confetti comes down from the heavens. Anyway, that's what I saw yesterday, and I wanted to share that with you. So today we're going to continue our journey, and there will be more that I want to share with you. And but hey, how are you doing? How are you? How is your true little self doing? Are you guys happy? Did you connect? Are you having fun out there? Are you enjoying every moment, more or less? I hope more than less, and even more so. Yes, so follow that inner guidance, the heart, because it knows it is the compass. As already revealed yesterday or confirmed by the wonderful universe, right? Like attracts like, and you're here for a reason too. We are connected for a reason, because like attracts like, no matter what. Yes. So again, thank you. My biggest gratitudes that you're here. I really appreciate you. All right? Okay. So let's go. Day number 33. We'll be moving forward. Where are we? Where are you? Here. Found ya. Okay. Gotcha. With this newly gathered outlook, including with the From Ambitious Little Linda in 2006 defined souled childhood acting dream come true materialization rule, the only acceptable track upon this acting dream express train joyride at end would remain in the honest step by step, ooh Heidi Klum baby, recommended approach, which strategy therefore called in the disallowance of any shortcuts or cheating attempts, so that my curious inner Gemini soul eventually would be presented with the actual, from the magical universe foreseen Linda Wartenweiler, don't dream your life, live the ultimate childhood dream unfolding outcome in view. My unimpressed, on the edge walking inner Artreyu warrioress, therefore, within a snap, came to decide to determinedly keep on moving forward, my darling, woo. On this, as distracting perceived from Miss Fear organized visa battlefield at play, by instead simply handing over all my trust into this universal, dependable, adventurous, and thrilling, I will always follow your heart's desires as radiant as possible, by ensuring to keep on pushing any presented boundaries with a living life to its fullest possible approach, and to therefore absolutely never take no for an answer, no matter what, as not even the sky's the limit. Ingrained self-loving philosophy. That's right. Don't stop believing. Hold on to your dreaming. No matter what. Let's go. With this updated New York style gathered attitude, including with this as rather freeing one and only interpreted to go-to path in my perspective, my friendly inner voice then brought to my attention that the course of my soul's overall living on earth game reality creation required some adjusting as well, and that the evaluation and letting go of anything that no longer serves one's growth and expansion execution stepping stone appeared as the following essential requirement to focus upon. Aye, aye, sir. After some recommended undertaking inward traveling and reflecting excursions, my inner Artreyu warrioress then came to the realization that sneaky Miss Fear and you succeeded in convincing myself to pass the steering wheel command upon little Linda's overall own never-ending unfolding storyline wish fully and generously over to strangers, and and that based on this upcoming planned truth or dare exercise of leading my vessel towards the overstaying its welcome reality check choice, it would appear as a mighty glorious idea to ASAP redirect my entire available time and energy resources back onto my soul's own wants, needs, desires, and dreams materialization goals, which included the respectful nurturing approach of the tremendously neglected self-love, self-care, self-worth, self-respect, and self-confidence elements within this doing me entered self-realization oak tree journey at run. Abracadabra, the choice is yours. Well, and this train of thought then furthermore guided my awareness into this growth and expansionary clicking now moment in which it suddenly dawned on me that the wonderful universe's possible life toolbox ingredient providing intent with this entire misinterpreted selfless help and service to others in need undertaking task could have resulted in the rather eye-opening reality truth that one foremost needs to take care of one's own precious self's well-being and happiness before it then freely and selflessly can be of valuable help and service to others in need. Oh boy, that actually very much so made sense. Duh! And this minor changed the way you look at things, and the things you look at change received wisdom input surely right away succeeded in leading my head cinema production all the way back to the initial, in July 2013, provided self-loving guidelines in which this friendly voice continued explaining that if I desired to follow through with this quiet and patience required, the only person standing in your way is you, liberating game changer at hand, that the next vital step, therefore, would appear of utmost importance, which revealed itself as the top one responsibility for me to nurture and protect this newly planted treasure ongrowingly with lots of love, care, and respect, in order for it to be able to grow and expand and grow stronger by the day, just about as little Linda instinctively used to practice it with her acting, uncertainty, complete life change, hobby, desired, dream seed, and replenish my entire vessel. And this time around with little Linda's beloved, never-ending love and light stream comfort zone experience, so that I eventually would be finding myself swimming within an abundance puddle of love and light, which remains I then happily could be sharing with other soul travelers if desired. Poof! This truth factor truly once again slipped my mind. Poops! Oh boy! Thy will is my command. Equipped with this newly gained reality check, including with many more shedded emotions within my backpack, my rather saddened, victimized, and rebellious vibrating soul then, as promised, updated the newly hired lawyers about my inner Artreyu warrioress's ongrowing and final keep on moving forward, my darling, woo, must-do decision path towards the as illegal immigrants considered status gates by confidently and with no doubt disregarding any further as distracting and intimidating perceived sidetracking elements upon my Linda wartenweiler soul's ingrained I am possible living on earth game materialization quest at play. That's right. Where there is a well, there always is a way, because wherever there's a way in, there always must exist minimum one way out, boom. And my soul's will, including its inner truth factor, knowledge, by then very much so found themselves being lit up brighter than the in Wolfgang Petersen's The Never-Ending Story version featured ivory story. Ha! Watch and learn, baby, it's hot, it burns, baby, so I drop it. And that's exactly what my soul set into motion next. Once this updated master game plan successfully and under some further appeared salty teardrops found themselves officially in its voiced law of attraction order status, my soul then furthermore instructed the one on the other side of the line with the last within our very helpful and satisfying business relationship request to please ASAP proceed with the somewhat costly announced visa withdrawal recommendation gesture so that at least Little Linda's records would remain clean for now. Sniff, thanks, bye-bye. Yes, and within the ending second of this thus far last conversation of ours, my soul then came to experience an even more so tremendous liberating and relieving inner reality transformation, which allowed for those many more accumulated healing indicating emotions to wild and freely exit out of my system. Hooray! Finally, the wonderful universe granted my up for nearly 3 years patience practicing inner artist's nerve-wracking wish of simply getting released out of this gnawing, never-ending, seemingly history line as its first priority, and this regardless the outcome. Glory, hallelujah. Thank you so much. This updated accomplishment at hand, to my soul's surprise, already truly felt incredibly liberating, my beloved co-traveler. OMG, yes. And this regardless, the still open and meanwhile as so unimportant declared ongrowing, silently slumbering second visa application trial at run, or by the additional delivered truth factor that Little Linda's normal acting career materialization path within this, the other planet sphere, officially found its bittersweet end. Woo-ah! I want to break free was all that mattered for quite some time. This state of dream come true reality creation, my soul therefore within a snap with all of my heart allowed to once again take over the command upon Little Linda's neglected don't dream your life, live your the ultimate childhood dream oak tree quest. Ha! Poof! Oof. Yup, and those many exiting emotions then even more so got enhanced by my further with thrills and chills filled awareness check that this just expressed visa withdrawal stepping stone choice actually called in for the final required released puzzle piece outcome that for one still resulted out of my many within this colorful artistic and self-developing boot camp accepted living on earth game joyride chapter, and that too ungrowingly succeeded in keeping on interfering and on holding my inner Artreya warrioress back from her truth and dare postponed true Little Linda self-doing me implementation desire. Well, hello again, lovely Madame Procrastination. Let's get this party started. That's why we have to say goodbye. Bye-bye, swoosh. And all those many further clicking puzzle piece assembled elements upon this chessboard at play then eventually presented themselves with these further mind-blowing and eye-opening realization truths as of how much I actually all along allowed for this entire never-ending seemingly piece of cake visa debacle to define my whole Linda wartenweiler self-experience within every in my precious vessel existing cell by simply handing it the fullest command over my soul's entire living on earth game unfolding storyline as part of a magical distraction opportunity of how these by sneaky hemisphere orchestrated action steps step choices then, as a matter of fact, ended up succeeding in shaping the form of those several inner and outer self-created whirlwind adventures, and of how this last chosen and with no doubt required complete swimming against my own truthful inner self stood dream baby boom path at hand, then eventually led my soul to experience this most likely essential prior mentioned complete abandonment of my own identity and of my own true little self tipping point instant, so that my soul's once red life purpose and mission chosen path pill would be finding itself enabled to finally take its actual destined rabbit hole course within my ongrowing own the Matrix experience at play. Hold on, what? The red pill? Oh boy, that's right. Little Linda actually once swallowed this risky and as unknown considered red pill that brought along its attached lifetime commitment truth with no return ticket until ever. Oops, and this minor reality creation choice furthermore succeeded in somehow slipping my preoccupied bee's mind as well. Though what if this once with special effects provided the Matrix had cinema vision possibly truly finds itself being linked to everything thus far experienced? Wow, well, that truth factor certainly even more so would blow little Linda's mind if, anyway, with this additional risky and as unknown reconnected acting, uncertainty, complete life change, stepping outside of my comfort womb box's zone, chosen red pill reality update at hand, my curious inner Artreyu warrioress's Gemini soul then very much so felt ready, steady, and thrilled to extend her experimental attracts exploration out of this soon as rather incredibly unthought of illegal immigrant to be resonating perspective, and this as wild and carefreely as possible. Ouch. Yes, and this their Anfang vom Ende, the beginning of the end, declared status debacle with no doubt immediately cost for my quite proud Swiss-originated soul to for quite some time release a lot of these as uncomfortable interpreted resistance vibrations. Double ouch, sniff. Oh well, at the end it is what it is. The past belongs to the past, and with the help of an ongrowing, diligent change the way you look at things and the things you look at change, applied belief, rewiring attitude, I eventually, thankfully, ended up succeeding in substituting this saddened, you always are what you thinkest experience with its rather encouraging, the key to your success is to keep your dream in focus and to have the courage to do things others won't do. Green light outlook instead. Oh yay! The power of words. Ha! Lastly, my friendly inner voice then came to point out the importance of having this newly and somewhat limiting adapted victim dominating head over heart mindset ASAP, getting switched back into its the eye of the tiger soundtrack vibration, so that my brave on the edge walking inner Artreyu warrioress rapidly would be finding herself enabled again to ungrowingly, one as effective and efficient as possible, keep on swimming forward from a then with self-love infused I am possible emerging moment into the next instead, which action step decisions then within a snap would too be throwing little Linda right back into her actual own heart desired living on earth game materialization stood dream reality puddle splash. And this then magical and empowering provided life toolbox ingredient phenomena, in other words, found itself matching within my, a few months later, stumbled upon's first encountered hero soul once expressed. Be like water making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend, wisdom. Ooh, thy will is my command, gratitude. Rising up, back on my feet, have the guts to chase my glory. Alongside with this big inner awareness metamorphosis in progress, the wonderful universe then exactly on time for my 1 year Hollywood land dreaming, including 12 months codependency recovery milestone celebrations, kindly pre-organized at 10 days. Baby boom break for my vessel, of which opportunity I certainly and with no doubt immediately took advantage of in order to hit the road, Jack, for a couple of days, so that my soul finally would be finding herself able to, for one, refill her rather used up time and energy resources, and for two, peacefully and carelessly be enabled to dive within, as Mr. David Lynch loves to state it, in order to truthfully get in touch with the next desired / required stepping stones to jump upon this finding back home again quest of mine. Boom. Oh yeah. Quickly, I therefore decided to consult thee from my then temp employer of a couple of years, a great offered Airbnb homepage, in the hopes to find a suitable accommodation in beautiful Santa Barbara, as this location very much so stood out to little Linda during our past October travels up north towards my dear Sarah friend's house, and which day's destination after all, during the in 2005 chit-chat warming up taken place phase with this friendly young man got recommended, in which his soul then at some point began to share that his brother happened to be studying film directing in Santa Barbara, that he for that reason just returned from a fun visit a few days prior, that I most certainly should pay this beautiful city a visit now or someday. Wink. Well, and someday finally seemed to have arrived in its entire glory. Ha! So here we go, my curious co-traveler. As soon as my eyes then within a few minutes time excitedly stumbled over this rather cute, simple and wooden instant book available cottage close by the ocean, my heart right away knew that it would serve my tireless on the edge walking in or Treyu warrioress as the perfect retreat facility in order for her to, as requested, rest, to be, to recharge, to dive within, to feel, to listen, to see, to understand, to regain, to create, to plan, to remain in solitude, to reconnect with Mother Nature, including with my own self, and to eventually break free again. Ah, yes! 2 days later, I then, as planned, picked up a car at my favorite rental company, Enterprise, and off my vessel took up north again from where it ended up coming from just before this entire baby boom spectacle started its own with special effects enhanced journey. Yeehaw! Into what a powerful and soothing action step choice this entire mini trip gift within seconds revealed itself as. Wow! Thank you, my inner voice and beloved universe. Y'all simply keep on rock and rolling my world. Love. Let me share with you, my dear co-traveler, this absolute meanwhile as rather unusual self-created reality check experience of finding my vessel solely placed within an environment filled with nature, complete privacy and with my own self for 4 days straight, and this far away from any big brother is watching you installed cameras that on top of it all included this sudden as luxury acknowledged treat of being able to follow my way of rules, my way of wants, my way of pace, my way of desires, my way of habits, and my way of belief interpretations only simply appeared as another form of a huge piece of heaven, spoiler alert, discovery. Wow, this extraordinary being with myself exercise after especially those rather intense past 3 self-neglected Easter egg news flash infused misinterpreted selfless help and service to others in need committed weeks that allowed for my inner arterial to dive into this incredible, to her thus far unknown experience of witnessing how every within my vessel vibrating cell instantaneously found itself very, very busy with sucking these many in abundance available and as blissful identified energy particles in, whilst my wild and free set loving soul ungrowingly kept her focus on this sensational and liberating with tranquility packed inhaling and exhaling opportunity I definitely always will be carrying within a special for it created head cinema box. Wow. Those 4 days I then, besides those preset she, he who looks outside dreams, she, he who looks inside awakens planned activities, furthermore enhanced with daily undertaken nature-seeking excursions, of which the sarcastically matching name Prisoner's Harbor hiking visit, located on the unpopulated Santa Cruz National Park island, stood out the most to my solitude-seeking soul and would have within a heartbeat been featured on my then so slumbering Schweizerin in LA blog. Oh yeah! So therefore, if you ever happen to someday be in Santa Barbara, my beloved co-traveler friend, then please make sure to add this island or any other from the further 4 existing channel island options onto your must-do Cali dreaming, living on Earth game adventure to-do list. With no doubt, your soul will love it. Yep, enjoy. After the granted spoiling gesture for my dear inner artery warrior rest to inside out relax and reflect for 2 days straight, my soul then on the 3rd day suddenly very much so felt prompted to finally get the ball rolling in order to allow for the magical universe to feed my awareness with the updated, once upon a time discovered and in a never-ending loop returning what's next game plan ingredient preposition. Ha! Good old days, right? Wink. Well, and certainly it reliably did so by leading my attention right back to all the many within one of my bags placed precious life toolbox collected note and pocketbook ingredients, which contained all the valuable wisdom resources that my curious Gemini soul ungrowingly kept on attracting and resonating with the most since the beginning of this in mid-July 2013 received Finding Back Home Again Oak Tree Vision Mission at Growth. Now, whilst I kept myself busy with this rather genius and as empowering, vibrating, reconnecting exercise, by furthermore adding the as helpful detected action steps of 1, highlighting every information flow that stroke my senses at that very arisen now moment as valuable must focus upon next items, by the then 2 added task of writing everything down on a separate for it created must remember pen and paper list, my amazing inner voice then suddenly out of the blue felt triggered to interrupt this entire inspirational flow of mine with the ultimate the artist's way game changer comment. The second that my eyeballs took in During in a October 2014 Soul Imprint reading recorded and noted down received. So if you do everything for yourself to grow, and part of that is to write about your feelings and about what it is you care about, a blog statement. Boom. What? Somewhat perplexed about this unexpected and as rather abstract seemingly interjection, I then immediately stopped my doings, whilst my inner voice nonchalantly continued its own train of thought with the artist's way. Start the artist's way. Explanation. The artist's way? Okay. Now, as this book's suggestion within little Linda's many thus far magical living on Earth game undertaken travels already had been brought to her attention 3 times prior, of which every with raving-filled incidences twice resulted from my dear Sarah friend's own inner artists during her 2 separately in it dwelt adventures, plus once from my talented MC, actor, writer, then bamboo bosses, aka New York City's lyrical giant Malik Work, who sold, by the way, in 2012, in collaboration with one of those thrilling sweet and low DJs, Nicodemuses, ended up creating and producing a with lots of fun facts filled music video called Let Me See Somebody, that incidentally also showcases the 3 of our vessels. Wink. My curious inner Gemini therefore finally felt encouraged enough to first add these 3 words onto my newly started must-remember pen and paper list, and to thereafter, with the help of this wonderful Google search engine, find out more about this apparently with magic-filled 12 weeks self-workshop book for artists that required an ongoing, from my end, undesired journaling exercise each morning. Search. Oh, and how thrilled my tired and listless fallen inner artist suddenly started to vibrate the second that my eyeballs espied these on its red and golden cover printed The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, a course of discovering and recovering your creative self, a spiritual path to higher creativity, word combination. OMG, yes. This is absolutely promising sounding remedy with no doubt happened to exactly what my Linda wartenweiler soul needed to explore next, as meanwhile the slightest thought of any artistic endeavors after all succeeded in evoking a complete disinterested nonsense attitude within this one too many soon as U-turns identified living on Earth game reality update at run. Oof. That's right. U-turn. That is exactly what I came to learn. What I did not know what it was. By the way, here is my book, The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Golden red. That's the one. I saw that, bought it. It's my magical treasure, one of my many. But yes, go buy it if you need it. If you feel stuck like I did, you got to do it, or you want to expand some more. It's really amazing. It helps you reconnect with your inner self. It helps, it's self-love. Everything is in there, seriously. So I'm still on that Artist's Way quest. This book is my remedy because of Julia Cameron, I'd say, or my inner voice that really out of the blue came, and I was sitting there writing down my stuff, and really, it's like when you have a thought like the Artist's Way, I'm like, what? Serious? I mean, it's like you hear that inner voice, out of the blue. So that is an important key moment. How do you explain it? Doesn't matter. We don't need always an explanation because the heart knows you got to do it. Anyway, so U-turn. I want to tell you that real quick. I think that's a very, very important life wisdom to have. What I came to learn in this magical book, The Artist's Way, is that whenever you're on your path and you are changing things for your even higher self, for the better, there will always be then the you know, it's like a test, maybe you want to say, from whoever, whatever, from life. If you're ready for it, I guess you can interpret it the way you want to. Really, there's no, I think no rules exist. Whatever you believe is the belief. But let's just put it a test for now, if you're ready for what's to come. So let's say you want to go somewhere, you leave your job behind, you really want to do you start doing you want to do that, you're fed up with whatever you're doing in your life, and you want to quit your job, and you want to do your go on a world adventure for 2 years that you always wanted to do, and now you're going to do it because you feel inspired to do it. Guess what? You will probably, that's how Julia Cameron also explained it, and I can tell you from my own reality or truth, how experience, that you will get offered a job offer that pays you so much money or more that you're like, wow, I'm gonna go for the money instead of my happiness. The money, right, instead of my happiness, the heart. So yes, you will get tested, or you get a promotion, or something that your logical self will say, oh, well, you know what, I'm gonna do that instead of following the truth, you know, your dream. And so that would happen to me. I came back, I was doing my book, blah 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 blah, you know, I was really set, I was about to ready to go. And then that baby job came in, which at the end of the day was a fantastic U-turn, because I needed it in order to be here. So I wasn't ready because a link was missing. And now I can only say that because years have passed by, that I can look back and say, oh man, yeah, it's been what, 3.5 years more or less, that I can say, oh yeah, it makes sense. I needed it. So even though I felt very upset and whatever, I had a lot of resistance and negative emotions in me. But today I'm grateful for this experience because I needed it. I really needed it. But it's a U-turn. So see for yourself. When you're out there, you want to change things that really matter to you, and then you get something amazing that you think, whoa, from the material world, and you will not, or maybe you will not doing, or you do it. It's a choice is yours, whether you want to follow your head or your heart, you know, your happiness or your not immediate happiness. You're just the time being. Immediate happiness, I guess, it'll fade away. I mean, the money, it's the money. We all want it. We need it. We do all too. But if you can make money with your heart, I think that's the way to go. But then again, that's me. I mean, that's my choice. And if you followed me and Little Linda so far, then I'm sure that you are resonating with that. Otherwise, you would have escaped already. Okay. So, but I want to say as well, what matches here with the U-turn. Another quote that I love, that has been on my path, that I always go back to when there's a lot of resistance coming up within me, is from I have an audiobook. It's called The War of Art. That's something I recommend you as well. I do not speak about that in my book, but I speak about it now because it came to me, and I started to listen to it a few days before the baby boom. It was September 20. You know what? I started it, yes, on Monday, and I know on the September 21st, I started listening to it, and I think on the 22nd or something like that the baby was born. But The War of Art, very, very good. And one thing that I love is that I'm going to read it to you because I wrote it down, which I love, which matches. It's called, my inner resistance shows me the direction I must take. The stronger it is, the more I know that this is my path to walk upon. It's from the War of Art, and it's more towards the end, and it's really true. Now, resistance, there are two kinds of resistances, you know, that's what I also found out. It's like, what do you mean? Sometimes I have a resistance. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do it. But you have to, like, no, I don't want to do it. So I think that's really, there is a fine line. What you want to do. Sometimes I'm a very, very literal person. I need you to tell that. I take everything very literal. So if someone tells me a joke or something, I just see it literally happen up here or in front of me. And then that's why I keep on cracking up, because I see actually what's happening, and that is just so funny to me, you know. So I'm very literal. So if someone says resistance, la la la, then I'm like, okay, I gotta do that because there's resistance, so I gotta do it because la la la. No. So that's when I came to understand, oh, if I follow the heart, and there's a resistance. I know I have to do it, but I don't want to do it because I'm scared of something. Then I have to do it. But then there is something I really don't want to do. Let's say baby, I don't want to. I mean, if you tell me now I have to go change diapers and all that stuff, no, there's no way I'm going to do that. No, there's a resistance because I don't really want to do it. I don't want to do it. That makes me very, very unhappy. There's nothing there. I don't want to go there. There's huge resistance, and there's no way you're going to be able to do that to me, that I'm going to do that, and again to myself. But if there's a resistance, you say, we're going to have more of that I don't want to do it, but I know I have to do it. I'm like, oh my God. Then I ask myself, why do I not want to do it? Because I'm scared. Why don't you want to do it? Because I'm scared. But you know, when you do it, it's going to be good. Yes, I know. So that's the truth and dare. So because I love truth and dare. I don't choose truth or dare. I want to have the truth and I dare. So because the truth and dare is behind that one, it's like, I don't want to do it, but I know I'm gonna do it. And that's what I came to understand. So my heart says, you got it, Linda. You know, like, yeah, I know, but I'm scared. So do it. But if you say go baby, and I said, forget, no. No, don't even stop talking. There's no way I'm going to do that. So, you know, so that's two different resistances. So, yeah, you know, I love talking about this stuff because now you understand a little bit more, hopefully. And yes, my lovely co-traveler, it is such a pleasure having you here. I really appreciate it. I might be repeating myself, but I really appreciate it. And you're here. We made it so far, day number 33, and there are not many left. There are not many left to go. So the baby is also growing. So today I was like, oh man, that's really cool. Day number 33, and I don't know how many more we have, maybe 5, something like that. So that'll be another baby growth, right? This is a baby that is growing, and so like the baby, you know, the baby boom baby, or my baby in the womb, 36 weeks, something like that. So we're gonna be somewhere in that category, I'd say. The vegetable and fruit sizes. I can look that up on our last day, what vegetable and fruit size we're gonna be at. Yes, all right, my friend. All right, so I'm very happy. You know, I shouldn't be happy, shouldn't I? Because my problem is officially not solved, but I'm so happy. I'm really happy. And I'm happy that we're here, and I'm so happy that I started this journey really well, you will find out soon. Don't give it away, Linda. Yes, but I'm also happy. It makes me happy that finally I can say more to you, because I don't have really anybody to speak about that, because I don't want is around me that read my book that I can say, hey, you know, ba-da-da. So if we have made it this far, I am assuming that you have the knowledge of what I know. And yeah, it just makes me very happy. So thank you, really. Thank you. It means really a lot to me. It really does, okay? So I'm wishing you everything, or I'm sending you everything your way that you need, and your precious, true little unique and special self, that you can do you and find happiness, and watch out for those U-turns and all those distractions, you know. They want to distract you, but don't. Just follow your heart, because it is your compass. Ha! Exactly. All right. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow, and keep on breathing, smell the roses, and do you. Okay? Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye. Bye, my friend. See you soon.